Welcome back to my channel. My name is Keely, and today we are doing a full body, low impact HIIT routine. If you've been following along, then you already know this is video 4 and the last part of the Move with Keeli series. Today is going to be more of a recap of the exercises that we've already encountered before. But if you're unfamiliar with them, hit pause and make sure you go back and watch the first 3 videos. All right, before we get started, all you need is your body and maybe a mat and some water. You can increase the intensity of this workout by adding weights or even holding your baby in some of the moves. You can make this workout as hard or as easy as you need to. Each exercise will be completed within 30 seconds, followed by a 20-second rest. All right, let's get started. All right, let's dive into the warm-up. We're gonna start off with hip swivels. You're gonna stand with your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. I like to hold my hands on my hips. You're gonna pick a direction and you're gonna push those hips forward while bending your knees, pushing your hips all the way back and making a full circle with those hips. I like to get silly with it. Don't feel like you need to be stiff. You really want to loosen up. You can bend forward, push those hips back. Excellent job. All right, now it's time to reverse. Let's go the other direction. Still got those feet spread a little bit wider than your shoulders. Hands on your hips, pushing those hips forward and back in a circular motion. Bending those knees, feeling that stretch in your back and your hamstrings. Awesome job. Really get loose with it. Excellent. Now it's time for a quad pull. We're gonna balance on one foot. I'm gonna start by balancing on my left foot, bringing my right foot up and grabbing it. Reaching up for balance, feel the pull, and then switching sides. You want to make sure you catch your balance first and then bring your foot up, grab it with your hand, and lift your other arm for balance. You may or may not need it. Make sure you keep alternating, catch your balance, and switch. Now we're gonna go into our hamstring pull. Again, balancing on one foot. This time you're gonna use 2 hands. Grab that knee, bring it into your chest. You really wanna make sure that you catch your balance first. You can have a slight bend in the knee. You can have a slight bend in your opposite leg as well if that helps with your balance. Bring that knee up as high as you can, really feeling that stretch in your glute and hamstring. Awesome. Let's dive into these Frankensteins. Again, balancing on one foot, reaching for your opposite hand. So left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot, tap that toe and bring it back down. Really swing your arms. The focus is to loosen up, open up everything. Get loose, get warm. Good, right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Keep alternating. Really targeting that balance. Awesome job. Let's dive into these arm circles, starting with your arms straight and making a circle. You can make them as big or as small as you would like. The smaller they are, the faster you can go. The bigger they are, the slower you're gonna wanna go. You can decide if you want to make this more of a stretch or if you want to make this part of the workout. Awesome job, going one direction. All right, you know what time it is. Let's reverse. Bringing those arms out and going the opposite direction. If you went backwards the first time, go forward. If you went forward like me, now you're taking it back. Again, if you're making little circles, you can go faster, make it a part of the workout. If you're making bigger circles, you can make it more like a stretch. Take your time and breathe, totally up to you. Let's dive into the workout. Our first move is going to be a plie squat. You're going to start with your feet wider than your hips and your toes are going to be pointed outward. Okay, you're gonna lower, exhale, and inhale on your way up. And you really wanna get nice and deep into the squat. Make sure that your feet are wide enough for you to drop that booty. I want you to go all the way down and all the way up. This is not a race. You really wanna take your time, make sure you're breathing. Again, exhale at the bottom. Inhale on your way up. Awesome job. Next we have squat pulse. So that plie was a little bit more of a warm up. Now we're really gonna get into the workout. Your feet are a little bit closer than the plie, and you're just gonna stay in your comfort zone, but making sure that you're low and pulse. A nice light bounce. Again, staying low, but not going all the way down. You're gonna pulse it out. Let's go. Next up, we have reverse lunge with a knee drive. So you're gonna pick a foot, catch your balance, step back, lower down, and on your way up, take that knee all the way up. And we're gonna stick with one foot, really work. For me, it's the left side, so we're really gonna work the left side. You're gonna drop back. Your knee does not need to touch the ground. And you want to drive that knee all the way up. You're actually working the leg that's not moving. You're really working that hamstring, those glutes, to continue movement in your other leg. Now it's time to reverse. We're going to switch legs. This is why I focus so much on balance in the workout. You really need a lot of balance to complete this move. It's time for an ab twist, standing ab twist. So you're gonna start with your hand behind your neck, not pulling your head, but it's back there. Elbow is out, you're gonna bring that knee up and touch. All right? So bringing that knee up, again, we're using that balance to work our core. Bringing that knee up to your elbow. You really want to focus more on bringing the knee up versus bringing the elbow down because you're working that core. It's time to reverse. Make sure you switch sides. I'm working my core because I'm talking too, but you really want to make sure you exhale as your elbow and knee touch. Inhale as they come apart. Keep going. Awesome job. It's time for one of my favorite moves, Donkey Kong. I totally made this name up, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna start with our hands above our head, and as we bring our arms down, one knee is going to come up, and we're gonna keep alternating like we're throwing barrels down a hill, like Donkey Kong. This is fun. Make sure you smile and laugh. We're here for a good time, okay? Exercise doesn't have to be so serious. Bring those knees up and make sure you bring those arms down with a little bit of force. Awesome. All right, let's dive into another really challenging move, dead bug. You're gonna start on your back. Both legs and arms are in the air. Your legs are bent. You're gonna lower back your right arm and lower down your left foot while holding your left arm and right foot, I hope I said that correctly, in the air. I'm gonna demonstrate right now. Laying back on your back, both arms are up, bringing those knees up. You're gonna lower back your right arm while lowering down your left leg, and then you're gonna switch. The difficult part is keeping the opposite arm and leg still as you move the other two. This is working your core and a little bit of your hamstring and glutes, but it's really working your mind. You really gotta focus and concentrate and remember to breathe. Awesome job. Now it's time for everyone's favorite, or no one's favorite, push-ups. If you have recently had a baby, had a C-section, or have issues with diastasis recti, please modify this move. Otherwise, you can do a full plank version of a push-up. If you are modifying, lower your knees down, your weight is forward. Again, arms close to your body, lowering with intention, okay? If it helps, you can actually widen your stance, and it takes a little bit of the pressure off your triceps and puts it more on your chest. Let's get into these hydrants. We're gonna start on all fours and lift one leg out into the side. I'm gonna show you. Coming down on all fours, you're going to lift one knee up, all the way up. Really feel that squeeze in your glutes. You wanna make sure that you're holding your upper body up as you do this. You don't wanna slump down. You wanna keep your back as straight as possible and only lift and lower your knee. Lift and lower slowly and with intention. Awesome. It's time to switch sides. You wanna make sure you're breathing. You're gonna be engaging your core, your shoulders, and your glutes on this move. It's not just a booty move. You're actually working your shoulders to keep your back in line. We're going to be doing a side leg lift. So you're gonna start on your side, coming down on your forearm, and you're gonna bend the knee of the leg that is on the ground. The other leg is straight on top, and you're gonna lift, feeling that squeeze right here in your hip, and coming back down, lift and lower with intention. Not just flopping around, you're controlling your leg, feeling that squeeze. And for the last time, you're gonna switch sides. Lifting and lowering. Awesome job. All right, you did an amazing job, and it's time for the cool down. Our first move is going to be hip swivels, but we're gonna do them on the ground. Start on all fours, just like we did for a couple of exercises. You're gonna start with your knees a little bit wider than normal. You're gonna push your hips back, choose a side, and make a wide circle with it. Pushing those hips back, really loosening up the shoulders, your hips. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing, but going in the opposite direction. You can move your head with it, get silly. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you wanna move your hips in one direction, back and forth. Awesome job. Now it's time for one of my favorites, child's pose. You're not really gonna do anything in this move except for breathe. You're gonna start with your knees a little bit wider than your shoulders, and your toes are gonna come back together. Arms out in front, sitting back in it. Drop your head down onto the mat, reaching forward. Feel a stretch in your shoulders and in your hips. And make sure to breathe. Our final stretch is going to be a tricep stretch. We're gonna start by sitting up, bringing your arm up and back, reaching behind your neck, and you're gonna push that elbow back and really feel the stretch in your tricep. And you wanna make sure to breathe. I like to lean to the side and really get a full stretch out of it. And for the last time, switch sides.
but make sure you're pushing your elbow back and feeling that stretch in your tricep.
You did an awesome job and I'm very proud of you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for coming to this series. I had so much fun making it. I hope you had a blast doing it. If you haven't seen my previous workouts, there are 4 workouts in this series and this is workout number 4. I will see you in the next series. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss it.